The reason for the success of Heartbeat is it's something that no other programme has been. It's a drama.
Get back!
It is also a soap.
Time, gentlemen, please!
And it is also a sitcom.
Mind your head.
So you put the three together, and that is unusual.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I saw a pig coming into land.
It has all these characters that are good people who want to live a decent life. I think we all, in a way, aspire to that.
It's got actors that the audience like.
Cheers.
It's got music that they like. And it's got some of the best countryside in the world.
Well, Heartbeat to me is just Yorkshire, because it's my favourite place.
Just kind of like Christmas shows, you know, when you're sitting there and you're all just touched up and you just watch it and it's just like really warming.
Cheers. In fact, now my kids watch it and they don't believe I was ever in it, I don't think. They love it. They sit down on Sunday night and they say, "You weren't in that?" I said, "I was in that." And they say, "You're not singing that, are you?" I said, "It was me, it was me."
Hello?
Over the last 10 years, millions of viewers around the world have tuned in to catch the latest goings-on in Aidensfield.
Thanks for your help.
Sharing the ups and downs of life in a small North Yorkshire village in the late 60s. Characters have come.
Morning.
How can I help?
You can put the kettle on.
And characters have gone. But after nearly 200 episodes, 44 hold-ups, dozens of punch-ups, and innumerable counts of poaching, the audience is still up for their weekly dose of crime, Heartbeat style. Back in 1992, though, Heartbeat was made of stronger stuff than the Sunday night cup of cocoa we know today.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not my birthday, is it?
Come here.
You stupid bugger! Go on, run, you malingering bugger that lifted him.
Alfred did kill the bloody bird, but it was an accident, Mr. Blaketon.
This is a police station, not the bloody co-op.
Champagne for your talent, sure.
And Blaketon said, "Bugger, sod." You know, I mean, he swore. That was in his character. And that was allowed. It was a hard-hitting Friday night drama series.
Because when we first made it, it had to have nudity and swear words in.
Yeah. The odd glimpse of Niamh Cusack slipping out of bed.
I think Nick was naked in the first series, wasn't he?
Niamh was.
Oh, Nick was. He got out of the bath. Yeah.
No, because she was naked, but with his police jacket on.
Right.
She looked great.
Afterwards, I'll never forget, we were shooting the scene, and this man drove up in his, it wasn't a tractor, but it might have been a Land Rover, but, you know, a fella from a roundabout. And the series had been out. And he wound down his window and he said, "Are you Kate Rowan?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "Well, you're a lovely girl, and I hope you never take your top off like you did." And I thought, you're so right, you're so right.
It's just like old times.
Heartbeat is based on the novels of Peter Walker and his unique experiences of life as a village bobby in the 60s.
When I arrived at the police house on the very first day, there was a pair of hares shot, and they're hanging on the doorknob, and there was a cabbage on another doorknob, a pair of pigeons somewhere else. There was all these gifts, you know, waiting. And I had no idea where they come from at all, and I never did find out.
Yeah, I've got to remember. That's right, it did happen to him. Yeah, they hung a rabbit up or something, which was a bit of a shock.
What's the joke?
It's a present.
A present? Where are you from?
Anonymous. It's the local way of saying welcome.
But for 13 years, the fictional constable's only beat was the bookshelves. It was only when producers had the idea of combining medicine with crime, the heart with the beat, that the drama series made its TV debut in April 1992.
I think the fact that he's a policeman and she's a doctor, you know, fantastic. You've got a bit of a medical story, a bit of a crime story, nothing too taxing, but, you know, a little bit of a mystery.
If anyone comes in with a broken arm or like they've been beaten up, let us know, will you?
And sometimes they get together, and then you get to see the two people who are in love be together on screen, sorting something out that isn't to do with them. The boy, Billy Newton, he'd broken his arm. He said he did it falling off a ladder.
Thanks, Kate. I'll check it out. it seemed to click and work really well. And, you know, Neve was feisty, and there was me being very earnest and boyish.
It's down here.
She just bossed me around a lot, I suppose.
They can't hear the screams in the waiting room.
And I really believed, oddly enough, that we were married and that we were a good couple. Because I'm a bit older than Nick, actually. I'm far more mature, and was even then. God only knows how they put us together, but it worked. It really, really worked.
Blackmail is a very serious offence.
I'll come quietly, Gov.
Nick and Kate, the Bobby and the Doctor. The chemistry was perfect. And whatever's in the water in Aidensfield, there's plenty of it to go round. As in life, so in Heartbeat. Love never runs to plan. Nick was left holding the baby when Kate passed away, until schoolmistress Jo came along and the nation's favourite PC found happiness again. Better late than never. And when new PC Mike Bradley roared into the village on his Triumph Bonneville, he soon met his match.
Let's stick to facts, shall we, Constable?
No, why can't you just admit that you were wrong?
Why can't you even consider the possibility that I might be right?
Plenty of sparks in that relationship.
Kiss the bride.
But in the end, only one heart on fire.
I've met someone.
Meanwhile, Heartbeat's most enduring on-off couple took their will-they-won't-they saga to the extreme.
Georgina Ward, will you marry me?
It was 10 years before Gina and Bellamy finally got it on.
Phil.
Before calling it off.
I thought you loved me. I thought we both felt the same way.
Phil, I'm so sorry.
But for the two actors involved, that was the easy part.
The kissing of my mate, Tricia, was hell.
And having to, like, you know, just to snog each other. I mean, can you imagine kissing one of your best mates?
It's kind of mad to know somebody for that length of time to suddenly be told you're going to have to neck, you know, you're going to have to kiss her. And she's like a good mate, and she knows my missus and everything, so it's like a bit weird. I felt like a baby, I felt like a kid.
So we were absolutely dreading it.
Do you know what I mean? I felt really, really nervous.
And Mark had a big rash, and I had a rash, and we're like, we're just going to go for this.
I mean, I'm a grown man, but it was just so weird to sort of be kissing your friend.
Definitely no tongues. No, you don't do tongues.
And my wife sort of helped by giving me a gold spot mouth spray.
What's that then?
I didn't know. I didn't want to ask.
Well, I think it's something like this.
So that's collusion. It's good.
But love is a peculiar, unpredictable animal that springs up where you least expect it.
You better give me a packet of crisps for Alfred. With him and me, it's not just infatuation, you know. It's the real thing, isn't it, son? There have been 3 Alfreds. The first one was a dog called Tramp, who was absolutely marvellous.
Tramp. Gorgeous. Very talented. Took a bit too long in makeup sometimes, but, you know, he was a star.
He got a little bit long in the tooth, and his eyesight wasn't all that wonderful.
Then we had Rosie after Tramp retired.
A bitch.
And Rosie didn't like it very much. She didn't like being squashed in the truck with me and Bill at all, and used to whine a lot during dialogue scenes. So Rosie, unfortunately, had to go and do Chocolate Buttons ads or something. I don't know. She maybe on the dole now.
So we got rid of Rosie, and we got her brother in, a dog called
Boots, who's doing very well. Much bigger than the original one, but nobody seems to have noticed.
Both the dogs have had something. I could never get on with the bitch.
Coming up, a step back in time.
Any last requests?
As we remember those fashion-crazy rock and roll years of the 60s, Heartbeat style. Some of Heartbeat's charm lies in its nostalgia, memories of an era that seemed to have the best of everything.
See ya.
I lived through all that, God knows. I was about 100 when in the 1960s. I think we got that extremely well. It's the vehicles, the motorbikes, the clothes, everything.
There she was, just walking down the street singing.
Come on, you two.
Tapping her fingers and shuffling her feet singing. She looked good, she looked fine.
What do you think?
I think the 60s clothes are really unflattering. They were made for small boys, I think, and they're just really, really bad.
Now that's a nice tie.
Thank you.
Maggie's tweed skirts, no jumpers.
It's all the man-made materials.
Put your shirt back on, David.
You can't imagine people going, oh, yes, this is really lovely, 100% polyester, it's fantastic.
It's like Chinese torture, do you know what I mean? Because there's something always itching where it shouldn't be itching. Do you know what don't like it.
My husband would have been reasonably interested in me taking the nurse's uniform home, but that was about it, I think.
Sorry.
Helmets. They certainly didn't suit Nick Berry, so we had to have them made slightly shorter from there to the top of the helmet. He just did look an idiot, I'm afraid.
The main problem was my misshaped head. When I took my hat off, I had all these strange dents in my head. And in the end, I think I should just take the hat off.
Rowan, charge him.
He can't. He's not got his helmet on.
From helmets to pelmets, high fashion can be a tricky thing, especially on the Yorkshire moors.
You'll fit in with all the other bigwigs.
Neve Cusack, when she was Nick's wife, wore trousers much more than a doctor would ever have worn because of the thermals that she wanted underneath them, quite frankly.
Well, it's the middle of winter, hardly the time to go wandering along the riverbanks, is it?
Oh, it's quite the best time if you like to fish in solitary state.
I remember poor old Costume putting, I think it was plastic bags on my feet to try and keep me warm. I just could not bear the cold, and it really showed, you know, I was very goose pimply and purple-nosed and drip, drip, drip.
You take care now, Alex.
I will. Bless you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
And Martin thought of the sheepskin coat, which he got specially made, and a hood as well. So, you know, we were covering all eventualities. The sheepskin coat I got given at the end, and I still have it. I really love that coat.
Well, at least something positive came out of it. I met the carvers.
Keeping out the cold is the last thing on some people's minds.
Nick, are you listening? Uncle George!
Well, yes, we did have a bit of trouble with Gina, because we had to really show her how to do a bunny dip.
When I first went for my fitting at Angels, he taught me how to, you know, to bend up and down, getting out the car. It's called the bunny dip, I think. And what way to, you know, to present myself with the little skirt on. We had to reshoot that scene. Too much knicker shots going on, so we had to reshoot that first scene. It was a nightmare. Bloody hell. But it doesn't matter, I don't care. I just flash everything. And then they just reshoot it if I'm showing too much.
Gina not only shows how it's done down below, but also how it should be done up top as well. Wearing the makeup and singing the songs.
Well, you know you make me want to shout. Look, my hair's jumping. Look, my heart's pumping. Throw my head back. Come on now.
And she sang Yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. Rescue Me.
Come on, baby, rescue me.
I remember remember that one because Gina had a big booth on. Big, big hairdo. Crying in the rain. I'll do my crying in the rain.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
The 60s. It gave us an opportunity for some music, didn't it?
Bit of music and, and the old cars,
Yeah.
Riding along in my automobile.
The Heartbeat Cars. A dazzling lineup to get any classic enthusiast hot under the bonnet.
I stole a kiss at the turn of a mile. My curiosity running wild. Cruising and playing the radio. With no particular place to go.
The stunts are really good fun to do, so, you know, get the producers panicking a bit, but... I was getting married. The character of my Bradley was getting married.
We shot inside the car the mad rush of trying to get changed out of police uniform into groom clothes.
How you doing? All right.
If you watch it carefully, you'll see us approaching a bend, and as I was getting changed, I hit the door handle.
And his elbow really, you know, knocked it out, and he started to fall out of the car.
We were doing about 30, nothing too fast, but then if you're going around a bend at 30 and the door flies up, and I literally flew out the door.
There was nothing he could do to hold himself back, and I thought he was being one of the, you know, I was going like, stop milking it, do you know what I mean? What he was showing off, like, look at this, you know, this will be good. And he was actually falling out, but like a schmuck, because I'm driving, I put my foot down, so I nearly killed him anyway. They just sort of grabbed out and pulled him back in, and they kept it. It's great.
Whoa! Okay.
And the director was going, great, we'll use it. Oh, can you do it again? I said, you've got to be kidding.
Oh, God, Jackie'd have killed me then. To get on to Craddock about that. Yeah, I know.
Those old cars, I tell you.
This is a police emergency. Say that again.
Oh, come on! Cars and bikes may play their part in Heartbeat's drama, but it's another motor that steals the show.
The truck, well, it's a wonderful vehicle.
This little truck behind us is a 1956 Morris commercial, known as Greengrass's truck. In other words, to the family, it's known as Mandy Morris.
The guy that hires it to Heartbeat actually used it as their working vehicle. They had a scrapyard business up in the northeast.
It fetches and carries virtually every day.
It's bloody cold in the winter, I have to say.
Yes, all the draft is built in. Definitely air conditioned.
Yeah, I think it's gone.
It's difficult to drive, it's cold, it's noisy, but it is a symbol for me of the show. We couldn't let that truck go. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and it's one of the things that is Heartbeat for me, is seeing the red truck coming over the hillside and coming down a country lane.
Evoking the 60s, though, takes more than just cars and clothes. Heartbeat has never shied away from tackling the serious issues of the day. This was a time when women were kept in the kitchen.
He said what?
He said, while we're living here, you're a policeman's wife and you should...
Should what?
Should wake me when he wants to talk to me.
No, I'm not having all this.
Please hear me.
A time when contraception wasn't such an easy pill to swallow.
The contraceptive pill is not witchcraft.
You're very clever with words, Mrs. Doctor.
And the 60s also saw the outbreak of an epidemic few thought we'd ever see the like of again.
Sorry? Get back to the gate. Don't you know the precautions? We've not got the disinfectants out yet.
It's Mr. Manston.
Don't be such a bloody idiot, man. Get back to the gate. I'll talk to you there.
I understood you wanted to see me.
What makes them acceptable is that they are not treated as issues, but they are treated as personal tragedies.
I know them all like bears, Mr. Owen. Seen them born. Seen them come up from calves, fussed over them, bedded them down at night, seen to them when they were badly. How could I let them go, eh? How can I? It'd be like betraying my own children.
We did this story on Foot and Mouth, which I think was probably one of the most outstanding episodes.
Nights in white satin, never reaching the end.
Great use of the music. We used a philharmonic version of Nights in White Satin, which just fitted everything that was going on.
Never meaning to send. Beauty I'd always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love
We had to construct all these pyres with what looked like cattle upside down. In fact, they were plaster cast models.
What did upset me at the time was people laughed out loud at our images of cows burning because their legs stuck up in the air. And of course, subsequent events have shown that what we actually showed was exactly what takes place.
just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love
You really understand how, you know, horrific it's been for all the farmers around the country. You know, how it really is the end of their lives. For some of them, it feels like the end of their lives.
If 10 years of Heartbeat has transformed the landscape of our Sunday nights, think what it's done to a little village on the North Yorkshire moors called Goathland.
The first time I actually saw it as Aidensfield was, we were out one day in the car and I didn't realise they were filming there. And I hadn't been on set either at this particular point, and I actually drove into Goathland and it was dressed up as Aidensfield. The public houses had the fictitious names. There was an old-fashioned Ardle and Merryweather's bus there. There were police cars parked around, and there were old cars parked in the street. So I suddenly found myself driving to Aidensfield. It was quite bewildering, really. I didn't stop. I just, kept going.
The real-life setting for Heartbeat, Goathland welcomes around 1 million tourists each year who come to see the sights and meet the locals.
I've been here roughly 26 years. My name is Bob Wood. I'm the proprietor of the garage at Goathland here, known as Mostyn's at one time. Now it has related back to Scribs's.
We just come in and put the actors in, really, because the set is already very much of the 60s.
I think my garage represents the 60s. I think that's why it was picked to start with.
Hello, I'm Mr Jackson at Browhouse Farm, Goathland, near Whitby. I've lived here for 33 years, and this is Greengrass's place in the film of Heartbeat. And Yorkshire Television just spotted it one day when they were riding past and looking for locations.
Goathland differs from Aidensfield in one important respect, its crime sheet.
I don't think Goathland has such a high crime rate. It's a very peaceful sort of a village. People come to enjoy themselves here, not to burgle everyone.
My new car's been nicked.
Oh, yeah. We had a spurt of car thefts once over, but other than that, it's pretty much all right.
It's completely different from Aidensfield, yes.
Divided community, family feuding, threats of violence, sexual promiscuity. Not talking about the last days of the Roman Empire here, am I, Ventress?
No, Sarge.
No. Aidensfield, a rural community on the North Yorkshire moors.
There's more crime in Aidensfield than the whole of London, really. But, I mean, you've got to have a story, you've got to have a drama every week, and there's got to be a crime. There are so many black hands, you know, gloves, going through windows.
Right, let's do it.
Number 18, there lives a big butch queen. He's bigger than Tyson and he's twice as mean. In 666, there lives a Mr. Miller. He's a local baker and a serial killer. Oh, if you find a time to come and stay a while in my beautiful neighborhood. My neighborhood, my beautiful neighborhood. My neighborhood, my beautiful neighborhood.
With crime that rife, it's a good job the boys in blue were just a phone call away.
Ashfordley Police Station.
Which railway station?
That is not the way to answer a police telephone.
Thank you.
Once upon a time, long ago, rural events in this area were crime-free.
Of course, what they hadn't bargained for was Bellamy's grandmother.
Why? What's up?
New sergeant. Had you forgotten?
Oh, that.
He'd seen them come and go, hadn't you, Alf?
They come, they go, and in between, they dither.
Morning.
Morning, Sergeant.
I'm Sergeant Merton. At the moment, we've got a Scottish sergeant, Duncan Bell, the actor, and his character's come along, and it's a bit mysterious at the moment. He's playing it very straight, which is great.
You'll find I don't put formality ahead of doing the job.
You kind of don't know where he's coming from.
For the same reason, I'm not especially fond of paperwork. That's why I'll be leaving that to you. He can't quite believe what has happened to him, Dennis Merton. I think he spent years cracking big cases on CID in the big city, and all of a sudden he's in this little village cop shop. I haven't worn a uniform in 10 years. 10 years, just another person on the street. Forget what it feels like. He's not arrogant, but it's a bit like some of the cases are just beneath him. Not exactly the Cosa Nostra we're dealing with. I think we can handle a few stroppy farmers, don't you?
Sergeant Craddock.
Ventress?
Philip Franks. Played it in such a way that he was determined he was right, and he would resolve any situation, and he knows best, and quite frankly, he was always wrong.
It was a mistake on my part to exclude you from the case. My apologies. Well done.
It was funny. It was like, yeah, right, Sergeant.
Humble pie.
So that was kind of nice, because again, a different kettle of fish to Derek. He was so old school.
Foul it up, and there's trouble for all of us. But mainly for you.
Now, this horrible corporal used to come up and say, "You're an horrible little man, you are." And with a cap over there, and I thought, right, I'll cut my hair short, I'll grease it back, and I'll shout.
Rowan! My office! Now!
Nick, it was Rowan. Inches.
There's an ugly rumour sweeping Aidensfield, Ventress.
I didn't get time to do it, Bradley.
A heart attack meant early retirement from the force. Blaketon found himself unwittingly behind bars. First in the post office, then in the pub.
Aidensfield Arms.
But even as an ordinary citizen, Blaketon kept his eyes peeled, much to the dismay of one Claude Jeremiah Greengrass.
You've got to stop, Claude! Stop!
Too kind.
Blaketon was always determined to get hold of him and bang him up one day. I used to love going after him.
I'm arresting you for trespassing, breaking and entering, desecration of a burial site, and grave robbing.
Have you left out kicking a policeman?
Greengrass, on your feet. Now watch it!
Yeah, all right. Come down here for you. Move! Hey! Even though we're at one another's throats, there's always that feeling underneath all that that there is a fondness somewhere. Let me coat. It's almost like a husband and wife.
Where have you had this coat, Greengrass? I'm being bitten.
If you don't shut up, it'll be me doing it. They're having a go, but let somebody come between them.
I just want to say
What? It's the most intelligent thing you've said all night. Although it was emotional, he's ready to have a go at Derek. Even those, then Derek says, oh dear, you know, and you had that feeling that poor Derek was going into a coma again when he realised who'd helped him. One felt that he'd rather be dead. Oh, you shut up, Blaketon. You heard what the doctor said. If it hadn't been for me keeping you warm, you'd have pegged it.
So you keep telling me.
If you really want to crack a case in Aidensfield, look no further. Ventress, human filing cabinet.
Chapman moved here after the war. Ex-army man, as I recall.
Human dustbin.
You're disgusting, Ventress. Oh, Alf had that, yes. He was everything in his bottom drawer.
I would never deign to interfere with Ventress's desk in any way whatsoever.
Eggs, shells. Ash, fags. There's old Billy, sort of smoking fags. For 10 years he doesn't smoke.
Oh, don't worry, we're all right. The cavalry's arrived.
Motley crew, perhaps, but behind the smokescreen, Ashfordley Police are genuine all-action heroes. Strong characters and gripping crime stories are the very essence of Heartbeat.
It's me.
But there is another vital element to the show. Famous faces.
Very nervous.
What about one last song, then?
Come on, everybody.
You, stay out of this. Nothing to do with me.
It was me.
The series has welcomed over 150 stars to Aidensfield, ranging from actors to pop stars and soap stars to sopranos.
Like Sylvie Sims and
Dora Bryan.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Russ Abbott.
Leslie Grantham. He had a good time.
Ron! Put the gun down! Put it down now!
I get shot every job I do. I think it's because I'm such an easy target.
Thor heard.
We had to do this scene where she's sitting in the room. It's the final scene of the episode. She's sitting there looking at this case. And the rest of the cast have to walk in. There's Nick Berry, Frank Finlay, Niamh Cusack and a few others. Walk in a row and stand there and wait for Thora to say the first line. And they all walk in, they stand there, and I'm looking on the monitor, and nothing happens. And then I hear... and then Nick starts the corpse and Thora just falling fast asleep, like standing there in a row. But no, she was great.
This wasn't meant to happen, you know. If it happened, it was because it was meant to happen.
Oh, start, you blasted piece of machinery. I love playing these old biddies who look awful, you know.
been my it's been my life, really. I was a character lady when I was 24.
Well, it's true.
If you say so.
We started introducing celebrities because celebrities started asking us if they could be in it.
That's the time. That's the time.
Where are you going, sir?
Onwards and upwards.
Well, we're going in the opposite direction, so we can't help.
I found out Gary Barlow was coming into it. I was like, oh my God, because I used to love Take That. I still do, actually. He's playing the piano, and then Jean is just staring into his eyes. Didn't have to act that one, though, because I was like, oh, he's lovely.
It fights for all that I've given away.
Oh, I know who my favourite guest artist was. David Essex.
I'm gonna make you a star.
Nothing to do with me. Yes? I'm patron of the Gypsy Council, so it seemed sensible to them, and it certainly appealed to me that I would play a travelling man.
Do you know a gypsy called Nathaniel Cooper?
We call ourselves travellers. It's only very rude and ignorant people call us gypsies.
Charlotte Church's agent rang up and said, you know, he thought she was ready to do something dramatic.
Katie's the one who loves to sing, though.
You know I can't. You know what Dad says.
And all my friends took the mick out of me for about 2 weeks. They were going around going, you know she can't. You know what her dad says. Oh, it's very funny.
We had a Christmas episode approaching. It seemed obvious to get her into it as singing a song somewhere.
Who's the kid? Hope she can sing.
And I had to wear the most horrendous things. The one dress. It had this big white lace collar with these big white lace cuffs. And oh, it was awful. I had this big bow in my hair, and I was thinking, it's all for art, it's all for art, it's all for art.
Heartbeat has said hello to its fair share of stars. After the break, we'll see how it's said goodbye to a few too.
We've already said.
Heartbeat will always be a show about Aidensfield in the 60s. But for some of its characters, life moves on and out.
Since you gotta go.
Heartbeat wished Nick good luck when he left for a new beat as a Canadian Mountie.
Go now, go now.
Bill?
It's very quiet in here tonight, isn't it?
It raised a glass to Nurse Maggie Bolton when she said goodbye to Aidensfield. And it bade a fond farewell to Claude Jeremiah Greengrass as he shambled off into the Caribbean sunset with a share of his sister's fortune, leaving David at home to look after the dog.
Is it sunny in the West Indies?
Yes.
Hope he's taken his hat.
How can I help?
But if you want to leave Heartbeat with a bang, there's only one thing for it. Be a doctor.
It's funny you should say that. My ultimate aim is to decide to leave before they get a chance to kill me off.
Heartbeat's first doctor, Dr. Ferrenby, met a watery end.
I took a step backwards, unaware that there was a sort of hollow in the river, and I just went down it like a stone, you know, straight down. It was quite an exit.
Dr. Neil Bolton managed one of the hottest TV exits in years.
He has a little tunnel to run through. There are flames coming at him, but he goes straight through it. He appears to be stuck in the room, but actually there's an escape tunnel at the back. You create an illusion of what's happening.
But the death of a doctor that left everyone heartbroken was that of Dr. Kate Rowan.
I've got leukemia.
Why don't I just go out and we'll start again?
Nick, it's true. Acute leukemia.
No, you just had our baby.
She had to go, and it wasn't going to be a car crash that mangled her, and it wasn't going to be something that blew up and was exploited.
I'm going to fight this, Nick.
You're the most precious thing in my life. We're going to fight this.
It was rather abrupt, but it seemed to work, and it was medically proven that it worked, and that satisfied me. All the rest then was down to the skill of the writers and the performers.
So what have I got now then, Ventris?
A mucky carburettor. A car that sounds like firework night, you're on the wrong side.
And what's wrong with you?
You spoke to Nick. Kate's got leukemia.
Kate? Kate Rowan? Leukemia? But she can't have. She's just had a baby.
They don't reckon that she's going to pull through. She's so young. She's only a couple of years older than me.
I think what was so moving about Neve's storyline, her leaving storyline, was the utter selflessness and hopelessness of it all. It wasn't very difficult to get worked up for those scenes. And the crying was real and it was heartfelt because it was just unbearably sad.
Phil, can I ask you something? Yeah. Look after Nick for me. Kate, she's lovely. Looking at this tiny baby and knowing that she's not going to see her grow up or even become a toddler. I suppose because I just had a baby, you know, it was very easy to do. It was very easy to kind of imagine how awful that would be. I mean, just unbearable.
It was amazing. She was in the front room of the house and she was picking her baby up and she started crying and things. It was just absolutely incredible.
Little baby. I remember looking round and seeing Sandra, who was our wardrobe supervisor, just completely, you know, uncontrolled weeping.
I've never seen a crew with so many tears in their eyes. I mean, there were big, hard men doing that halfway through a take you could hear them sniffling and things. It was got to be the saddest thing that I've ever done in my life. And it was just, you could tell that it was working, because when you get the crew in tears while they're shooting something, it's quite an extraordinary experience.
Kate? Kate? Come here.
I was just worried about getting the breathing right, actually, because I had no idea how it looked. Nick was behind me, so I couldn't see his face, and anyway, my eyes were closed. So I was just doing the breathing and hoping it was okay.
Oh, don't even get a kiss.
And then I stopped, and then, you know, Tim said, cut. That was it. End of Kate. Bye-bye, Kate.
Okay.
Each night and day I pray in hope that I might find you, in hope that I might find you, because hearts can do no more. Do it always ends up to one thing, honey, still I kneel upon the floor. How can I tell you?
We had to go and reshoot it because they didn't think I was moved enough. So the makeup lady put a load of, menthol or whatever cheat you use in your eyes.
It always ends up to one thing, honey, and I can't think of right words to say.
There wasn't a dry eye in all the territories overseas as well as England. When Niamh Cusack turned up her clogs, it was absolutely wonderful. And I think it set a milestone for Heartbeat.
Okay, here we go. Rehearsal and action.
My ambition is to keep delivering to the public what they like.
Dog and a bit of music, that's what they want. There's nothing else like it on TV. And it is the only show that I can sit and watch with my family.
It's like my life. It's my prison sentence.
The beat goes on.
10 years on, and the heart of Aidensfield is still beating strong.
The good news is we are definitely going again, aren't we? Definitely.
Yes.
24 reps. So it means we have to face the same problems. What do we do with Gina? What do we do with Leighton?
Action.
Still solving crime in their inimitable style.
And cut. You're all right.
Yeah.
Still saving lives. Still in the 60s. And still singing that ruddy song.
Good thing they didn't ask me to sing. Heartbeat.
Why does a love kiss stay in my memory?
Riddly Dee Pat.
What's Riddle-Dee Pat?
Riddly Pat, and sing to me a story.
Wah, wah, wah. And bring to me love's glory.